go get it.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium. And we are underway in Foxborough. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jones looking to throw it on the first play. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing Jones. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. Running for it, Montgomery. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Juwan Bentley was the one who found his way through and finished off that play.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
Dalton's throw complete there to Thomas. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That one was thrown into the end zone, and when they made a play on the ball, it was actually tipped up in the air, and that's not ideal for anyone on defense because what you're ordinarily taught is to knock the ball down towards the ground, almost like a volleyball player coming over the top and spiking it to make sure that the offensive guys can't catch it on the rebound.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Dalton. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 19 yards away. And the Saints put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30, the 40. Marcus Jones. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it?
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is caught at the 5. And he's in for 2. The fake works. And they take the lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Dalton up, play action. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Pats are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run again with Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Ty Montgomery, 62 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well in the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough. Swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Dalton sets up play action. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Well, a free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play.
The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Here's Dalton. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Now Folk for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Kamara with a run on first down, but he's fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage there. No gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Dalton. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And it'll be Dalton again. Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Passing, it's Dalton. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Dalton. That's complete to Troutman, right side. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. To throw here, Dalton. Throw left side, complete. That's Smith. Touchdown! Traquan Smith. Down grab. And the Saints are able to...
Played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Here's Dalton to throw for. He's got it at the 2. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
Think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyquan Thornton, 44 yards. And the Patriots' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This one fielded at the 5. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Play fake. Here's Dalton. Open man is Michael Thomas. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Play action here with Dalton. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
We're good. Jet sweep. Here's Olave. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Play action now, Dalton. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Patriots are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now Jones. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A final shot before break. Jones. He's going to let it go again. He's got a man. Complete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gault. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. A gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
They start the second half with Kamara. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Dalton. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. So here we go on 4th. Hill. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the Pats are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Off the play fake. Jones. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now Jones on first down. Buying time to his left. Out left and complete to Thornton. Now a second down and 6. Off play action. Jones. And he gets this to Thornton. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
To throw on 2nd down, Bailey. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great, but you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big 3rd down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
They run for it with Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris, a 5-yard touchdown run, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. And where they are, big shot and trying to get right back into the game. They took it there and couldn't connect. Despite the defense being ready, go ahead and force it downfield. See what you can get.
Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Dalton. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of 1st. 4th down, Dalton wants to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry from 17 yards out. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Steps away to his left. This is Smith to the ground. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Kamara up the middle. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Dalton off play action. He'll buy some time right. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. He was out there waving his arms. When you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful. It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara. A 23-yard run. And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Juwan Bentley.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
And they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts.
Nowhere to go here. Goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need,
your touchdown, Patriots! Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to get the football here at their own 23. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing Jones. He's going to let this one go deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, Jones. Over the middle, complete. That's Parker. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Open man, the tight end, Henry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally coughed it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say, we're that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Here's Dalton to throw for it. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Well, still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Food from all of the bass. My ace boom goon, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters. This ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight. I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died or fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bad kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning, my catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel, that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertip like I'm Thanos. Knocking those down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy. I need.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Seattle Seahawks. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Seattle. On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually. Six officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off of play action. Here's Smith. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. 3 and out. A real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Throwing now is Geno. Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Geno on 1st down. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Seahawks nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. We're just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw is probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Throwing on third down, Smith. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. We less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up. When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Nixon now from his end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the gun, Smith. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is caught at the 20. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, 76 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, his arm strength, never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And now a hook up downfield on second down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And again, it's Rodgers. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Being chased down left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Here's Walker to start the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 1st down, Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
As a quarterback, you got to be cautious. You got to understand where the pressure is going to come from. This time, it's a cornerback coming after him. And this time, the cornerback just a bit late getting to him. The penalty assessed.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity lost.
And he's got some space here. And all the way to the opposite 48. A big run there by Jones. 51 yards on the ground. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Throwing is Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Touchdown! Christian Watson with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Packers have moved out in front. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
Seahawks 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Rolling to his left. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. He's got room past the 30 and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Good catch and excellent creation of a big play downfield. And I can guarantee you this. That's not a play this defense is practiced against in the days leading up to this game.
On 1st down, it's Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. He lets it fly for Lockett. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Myers connects on the PAT. And we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth 1st half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Nixon now from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again. And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football. Eluding the pressure right. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Play action. It's Smith. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 41. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Rodgers now to throw. Finds his receiver, Watson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. Well, let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Deep ball for Goodwin. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times. One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They caught him on back-to-back plays, breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play, and on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
The final shot here before break. Smith is going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down. Wind up incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
On play action, now Rodgers. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took it.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. To the right side, this is Walker. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. On play action, it's Rodgers. On the move to his left. taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers. Rodgers will throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On play action, Rodgers. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. A 3rd quarter now at a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 48 yards. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
They're going right back to Walker.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. Smith on first down. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The offense schemed, going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Seahawks on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
On 4th down, Smith. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are right back in this football game.
The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Lazard now on the end around.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From midfield now on 2nd down. Rodgers. That's complete right side to Lazard.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. They'll send the tight end in motion left. After the sack on 1st down, Rodgers buying time to his left.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
And Walker once more.
Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Smith now to throw. And And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Running right, here's Walker.
And he'll get this to the 32.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now it's Smith. Out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now a 1st down carry by Jones.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Back to throw, Rodgers.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Now Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
For the lead, here's third and goal.
Rodgers to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they went for the 6, didn't get it. Now the call has to be for 3.
I agree with you. I know the competitive instinct says, let's go ahead and take another shot. But you took it already. Go ahead now and get the field goal.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Got it inside the 10. Still not a first yet. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
To throw is Rodgers. Flushed out right. And no, it's incomplete. So they can't convert for 2, but they still have the lead as we get toward the end of the 4th. Touchdown. Here's Crosby to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Charles, still a 1-possession game. Remember, it could have been 2 after they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it. but their defense holds strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
You're certainly right about that, partner. And a lot of people looked at them going for it on fourth down as a failure when they didn't get it. But there's also their way of saying, hey, we have confidence in our defense because they went out and held them, get the ball right back for them. So nice stand for them. Momentum can swing back to their side if they have a good drive here.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.